Welcome to my class quiz on periodic classification of elements. In this class, we will discuss few important questions which were given in annual examinations and few multiple choice questions and how to answer the questions in annual examination related to trends in periods and groups. Really, I will make the concepts easy for you to answer in the annual examinations. This is a question which is given in the examination. Given below is the electronic configuration of elements A, comma B, comma C, comma D. Okay, their electronic configurations are 1s2, 2s2 and 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3 and the electronic configuration of D is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So what are the questions he has given? It is given for 4 marks in previous examinations. See this one, which are the elements coming with the same period? Second question is, which are the ones coming with the same group? The third one is, which are the noble gas elements? To which group and period does the element C belongs to? Look carefully. What is the first question? Which are the elements coming with the same period? See, to guess the period, what you have to do, first you write the electronic configuration. See, for the electronic configuration of element B is 2 comma 8 comma 2. See this one, 2 comma 8 comma 2. So that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2. So how many shells are there? 3 shells are there. So 3 periods are there. The period number is 3. Next one, come to the element C. The electronic configuration of element C is 2 comma 8 comma 5. So these two elements B and C belongs to the same period. So what is the answer? Which are the elements coming with the same period? So the element B and C belong to the same period. Which period? Third period. Are you clear? Next, what is the second question? Which are ones coming with the same group? Which are the ones coming with the same group? For the group, what you have to do? You have to see the valency electrons. See this, the electronic configuration of element A is 1s2, 2s2. Next, at the same time, the electronic configuration of B is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2. See, 2 electrons entered into s orbital. Here, that valency electrons, 2 electrons entered into s orbital. So, this A and B, the element A and B belongs to same group. So, you have to remember, in a group the valency is same for all the elements of the group. So the valency remains same. Okay. Next, come to the third question. What are the noble gas elements? You know that the general electronic configuration of noble gas is, what is that? Ns2 Np6. Except helium, all other noble gases will have 8 electrons in their outermost orbit. So noble gases will have 8 electrons in their valence shell. The element D has 8 electrons in its valence shell. See this one? See the electronic configuration of D, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. This is the valence shell, outermost orbit. So how many electrons are there here? In p orbital 6, into s orbital 2. Altogether 8 electrons are there. So D, the element D belongs to, what is that? Belongs to noble gas. Okay, that is group number 18 or 0 group. Are you clear about that one? Simple thing, you remember, whenever a question is asked regarding the period, which period and which group, first you write the electronic configuration, count the number of shells. How many shells are there? The number of shells will give the period number. And next one, to decide the group, see the valency electrons. How many valency electrons are there? So you count the valency electrons to get the group number. This is the mini periodic table which we discussed. Instead of learning the entire long form periodic table, you learn up to 30 elements, that is 4 periods are there and 18 groups are there. So this is known as the mini periodic table. To answer all the questions related to trends, you have to learn the trendy periodic table and mini periodic table. See, what is the last question? To which group the element C belongs to which group and to which period? See, the electronic configuration of element C is 2 comma 8 comma 5. How many valency electrons are there? 5 valency electrons are there. Next, how many shells are there? 1 2 3. 3 shells are there. So the number of shells will decide the period number. So 3 shells are there, so it belongs to third period. It belongs to third period. And the valency electrons are 5. How many valency electrons are there? 5 valency electrons are there. So it belongs to 15th group. What is that? 15th group. Already I told you, see this one. This is the first group. This is the second group. Next one, see this one. There is no third and fourth and fifth like that. See this one. Directly you take the jump. Okay, after second group, what you have to do? You take a jump of 10 steps. Okay. So next, this is the 13th group. 13th group, 14th group, 15th group, 16th group, 17th group and 18th group. So instead of third group, what you have to say? This is 13th group and this is 14th group, this is 15th group, this is 16th group and this is 17th group, this is 18th group, or this is also known as 3A and 4A, 5A like that. Now see this one. So the number of valency electrons are 5. Number of valency electrons are 5. This belongs to 5th A group. The element C belongs to 5th A group or 15th group. What is that? 15th group. It belongs to 15th group. Why? Because after second group you have taken 10 steps jump. Are you clear? A jump of 10 steps. Are you clear? So that is why it is the element C belongs to 15th group. Are you clear about that one? Next question, see this one. This is also repeated in the annual examination for 4 marks. The electronic configuration of elements X, comma, Y and Z are given below. X is 2, electronic configuration. The element Y is 2, comma 6. The element Z is 2, comma 8, comma 2. Look carefully. Now the question is, which element belongs to second period? Second question, which element belongs to second group? Which element belongs to 18th group? So first question, which element belongs to second period? I told you to identify the period, simply you see the number of shells. How many shells are there? 2 shells are there for Y. Here 1 shell is there. Here 2, comma 8, comma 2 means 3 shells are there. That is KLM. Here KL and here only K shell is there. So which element belongs to second period? Number of shells are 2. Therefore Y belongs to second period. The element Y belongs to second period. So Y has, what is the reason? Y has 2 shells. So the element Y belongs to second period. Are you clear? Next, come to the second question. Which element belongs to second group? Which element belongs to second group? So to identify the group, what you have to do? You see the valency electrons. You see the valency electrons. Here 2, comma 8, comma 2. So the valency electrons are 2 here. The valency electrons are 2. Are you clear? 2, comma 8, comma 2. So the element Z belongs to second group. What is that? The element Z belongs to second group. Are you clear about that one? So what do you mean by valency? What do you mean? What do you understand by valency? I told you in our previous class. Valency means the number of electrons gained or the number of electrons lost or the number of electrons shared by an element or by the atom of an element to get the octet or to get the stable electronic configuration is known as valency. Are you clear about that one? So here Z has 2 electrons in its valency shell. Are you clear about that one? So number of valency electrons will decide the group of an element. So the element, see this one, the element Z has 2 valency electrons. So Z belongs to second group. Are you clear? Next, which element belongs to 18th group? 18th group or zero group, inert gases. They are known as inert gases. So the general electronic configuration is NH2 NP6 except helium. Except helium. See this one here 1s2. 1s2. 2 electrons are there in the outermost shell. How many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there. So the element X belongs to inert gases, or what is that? 18th group. 18th group or 0 group. Okay, 0 group or 18th group, in any manner you can write. Are you clear? So 18th group elements will have 8 electrons in the outermost shell. What is the exemption for that? Only helium is exempted. So element X belongs to 18th group. Helium has only 2 electrons, that is 1s2 only. Are you clear? Now see the third question. This is also given in annual examination, previous question papers. See this one. There are 3 elements A, comma, B and C form a triad. The atomic mass of the last 2 elements B and C is 23 and 39. Find the atomic mass of the first element. Find the atomic mass of the first element. See, we discussed the law of triads. The law of triads. What the law says? The atomic mass of the middle element is the mean of first and last element. Mean of first and last element. Are you clear about that one? So the atomic masses of B and C is given. B and C is given. So you are asked to find the atomic mass of the element A. Generally, what you have to do? You have to assume the atomic mass of A as X. Generally, we assume the unknown mass as X. In maths or in anything, unknown quantity is assumed as X. So the simple thing you have to remember, you have to memorize. What is that? Law of triads. Law of triads proposed by Dobereiner. So law of triads says that the atomic mass of middle element is the average of the first and the last element in a triad. In a triad. So atomic mass of element A is X. We have to assume it. Okay. Next, already atomic mass of B is given and atomic mass of C is given. Are you clear? So what is the average? Sum of the addends by number of addends. Are you clear about that one? So here what I am doing, I am finding the mean atomic mass. Mean atomic mass. So what is the mean atomic mass? Look carefully. What I am doing here, once again you try to understand the concept. So the atomic mass of A is not known, so let us assume it X. So atomic mass of A is X and B is given, it is 23 and C is 39. So average, that is X plus 39 by 2 is equal to 23. X plus 39 by 2 is equal to 23. That is X plus 39 divided by 2 is equal to 23. The average of these three. Are you clear? Given the average is 23. Okay, middle element is, atomic mass of middle element is 23. So by simplification, X plus 39 is equal to 46. Now see, take 39 to that side, then X is equal to 46 minus 39. This is equal to how much? 7. So the atomic mass of element A is how much? 7. Okay, this is the application of law of triad. So this question is also repeated in annual examination several times, but the elements are different, but the concept is same. The concept is same. Are you clear? Simple calculation, simple mathematical calculation will bring you 2 marks. This time he will give the same question for 4 marks. There is a possibility. Now let us go for multiple choice questions. See this one. Which of the following element has lowest atomic size? Lowest atomic size. See this one. What are the elements given? Hydrogen. See the elements. What are the elements given? Hydrogen. Look carefully. Hydrogen and lithium. Look carefully. Lithium and C is sodium. D is potassium. 4 elements are given. You are asked to identify which of the following elements has the lowest atomic size. Lowest atomic size. If you observe this carefully, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium and rubidium, cesium, francium, all these comes under group 1 elements. Group 1 elements. So in trendy periodic table you observe that in groups atomic size increases as you go down, okay, from top to bottom. So hydrogen has lowest atomic size. The answer is, what is the answer? Hydrogen is the answer because it is the first element in this group. Are you clear? So from top to bottom the atomic size increases. He asked what is the lowest atomic size. So hydrogen has the lowest atomic size. Okay. Next, go for the next. Let us discuss the next multiple choice question. An element has an atomic number 17. What is the valence of the element? An element has an atomic number 17. What is the valence of the element? What are the options given? 2, 1, C is 3 and D is 4. Which one is the correct answer? How will you do that? See, what do you mean by valence is the combining capacity. The combining capacity. So here atomic number already has given. So for that one, what you have to write? You have to write the electronic configuration 2, 8, 7. Electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7. How many electrons are there in the valence shell? 7 electrons are there. Okay, 7 electrons are there. So you have to remember, in the periods valency increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases to 0. So here the valency electrons, number of valency electrons is 7. So how many electrons are needed to get the octet? 1 electron is needed. So 1 electron is needed. So the valency is, what is that? 1. Okay, here already 7 electrons are there. To complete the octet, 1 more electron is needed. So the valency is 1. Are you clear? So what is the right answer? B is the right answer. Are you clear?